I'm on. Hi, my name is Ethan Crivello. I'm not Ethan Crivello in this. Wait 1 second. Well, you know what? We'll edit it. Hi, my name is, what did he do? What did On Point Politics do? I don't really care. Hmm. Well, let's do it. Alright. Hi, my name is Ethan Crivello. This is ROC, right on center, or right of center, either or. Whichever one works the best. And this is, I believe, my video on presidential election analysis of 2024. So first off, there's so many things to go over. I've thought about this for a while. Wanted to do this for a while. So just right off the bat, Donald Trump did way better than 2016 and 2020. 2016 barely won the popular vote. Didn't really win too much at all. Like especially the popular vote, 2% less. 46 to 48. Then everything else was about 5% third parties. And then Donald Trump, of course, 312 at least here to 226. Literally sweeps all the swing states. Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, Arizona, Georgia. I believe Georgia by 2, Pennsylvania by 2, Michigan by high ones, Wisconsin should be 1, I believe. There's some election shenanigans going on. Can't really say much. At least yet, maybe for another video. Arizona R plus 6, Nevada R plus 3. Gosh, I could go over just each state. It's nuts. New York got super close. I believe like 12. Illinois by 11. New Jersey by 6. New Hampshire is 4? 2? 2 or 4? Let's see. I'm so used to going on to this on my phone. Okay. Plus 3. Pretty close. Minnesota is by 4. And just, it's insane. Georgia is, unfortunately, the Georgia Atlanta suburbs trended to the left. But the whole country, 2016 to 2020, actually, from 2008 to 2016, trended to the right. 20, the anti-Trump, everybody else went straight to the left. Was like, no. They also cheated a lot then, but nobody really wants to talk about that. And then 2024, as you can see, the shifts were massive. This county right up here was the Bellwether County for several years, trended heavily to the left. Gosh, my home state of California trended heavily to the right. Made me so happy. I forget what county that one is. I believe it's Imperial. Shifted and trended to the right by like 20 something points and ended up being like Republican by like maybe I think 1. The county of Lathrop, I believe less than 1, but literally so many counties here. Orange County should have been conservative. Election shenanigans again. Let's see. Yeah, basically all of California trended to the right. Major major just voter demographics that trended to the right. Basically everybody. The boomers actually went to the left a little bit. Makes sense. The older like World War especially 1, but World War II generation who is super conservative has like been dying out, which is super unfortunate. And then they have the hippies. All of them are getting older now. But with age, people are going more to the right, which is also another thing. Young men, I've been at college for so long. I see in college, I see across the whole, like, in my whole life, Like when I was growing up, 2016, 2020, the young people were like, "Oh, we have to be politically correct." 2024 was when young men and all men realized that, dang, you know what? We have to fight back for ourselves. So, trended heavily to the right. First time voters were very, very like right word this time. Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Literally, the liberals in the future. If this is how it was 2020 to 2024, and with New Jersey, New York, Illinois, New Hampshire, Maine, Minnesota, Virginia, New Mexico, going to the right, and plus all of the population trends from blue states to the red states, Democrats have a lot to be scared of. And if we're going just off of trends in the near future for Democrats, they only win Georgia and North Carolina. North Carolina is like very stagnant. This election is like 3 point something. I don't know if it's gonna trend to the left. The only parts that did were the hurricane areas, and I think it's because people died there. So why North Carolina's region over there trended to the left. Other than I think Asheville is the city over there. That city is trending to the left. But you look everywhere else. I don't know how to move this. Regardless, we'll just do that. Yeah. But yeah, North Carolina as a state been trending like heavily to the right in all of the minority areas, which that's another thing. Of course, urban areas are trending heavily to the right. Rural areas are trending to the right. The suburban areas and ex-urban areas, they're trending to the right, or at least they swung to the right. You're going to Atlanta, I think Georgia as a whole is trending and swinging to the left. That's why I believe Cobb County, which I think this election is R+2, that trended pretty far to the left. If there was a county, one singular county that Kamala could have gotten that trended to the left, or just the one singular county that switched, it probably would have been Cobb County. Yeah, Georgia was R+2. I'm getting off track a little bit. Demographics wise, Florida, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California, Nevada. Man, it's all of these Hispanic majority or almost plurality states. Majority being New Mexico, Texas, and California. Trended heavily to the right because they know that Democrats are not there for them whatsoever. At least currently. If they, I have a whole video planned out for that where if they moderated and centered themselves, I know they could win more. But there's so many videos that we can go into. But yeah, Hispanics, the Rio Grande Valley, I believe only if we're going by the RGV, I believe 3 counties stayed blue. Let's see. 1, 2. I was wrong. Wait, was I right? I don't. I have to go into it. Heck, I use Jackson Jude mostly. And then on the phone, it's way easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. For in this area and the border counties, only 4 counties stayed blue. But you look at the shifts, man. Like down here, I believe it's Loretto. Maybe Loretto. Maybe it's not Loretto. But that county, huge population in Texas. Like literally moved to the right, which is definitely a good thing. And a good just great for the country. Because from 2016 to 2020, they were like, Blue Texas, come on, come on, come on. And this election proved all of those trends and shifts wrong. They're like, oh, the suburbs are gonna help. Only 2 counties, potentially more, potentially less, in the southern Dallas counties actually shifted to the right. And they're rural turning suburban, which definitely doesn't help. But we could go into Austin. Let's see. San Antonio, Austin. Heck, El Paso. Go into El Paso, straight to the right. Austin, the only heavily blue area, the only part of Texas, which is sort of Californiaized, Californication, heavily to the left, but trended to the right. At least shifted to the right. And I've been seeing everybody's like, oh, these shifts, like if these big states shifted and trended so far to the right, that means the whole country is shifting to the left or trending to the left. The fact of the matter is that this was a rejection of liberal policies. And it's a great thing. It's a great thing. I actually. Oh, I was talking about states that were shifting and trending to the left. Yeah, Georgia, North Carolina. Short term. Just Georgia, basically. Georgia trending to the left. Kansas, Nebraska. I said New Utah would. Alaska. Dang, it's gonna be a hard map. Here, we'll go into Jackson Jude. I'm using OBS. It's the first time I'm really using it, and I think I'm getting better at it. But I still have a lot to learn. 12 minutes, okay. Gosh, I've definitely done this for a while. Okay, so Florida, Texas, Utah, Alaska, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Nevada. The only state that shifted and trended to the right and flipped to the right in 2020. Arizona, heavily to the right, R+6, Georgia, North Carolina, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, South Carolina, Arkansas, Missouri. I want to say Mississippi. That's Mississippi. That's Missouri. Iowa, North, South Dakota, Nebraska. That was actually one in 2016. I believe it's Nebraska's second. D+2. No, R+2. D+7. D+2. So it definitely shifted to the right. But I don't know. This is the only area that shifted to the left. Everywhere else shifted to the right. And if cities are shifting to the right, Kansas, Oklahoma, then it might be looking bad for Democrats. Especially in, I would say, states of interest for Republicans. I don't like the Republicans. But states of interest for conservative like people in the far future. New York shifted heavily to the right. One of the most, I think by roughly 10 for New York, New Jersey, California, Florida, and I think Texas too. Because Texas was R plus 5.5, and then this one is R plus 14. That's like a 9-point shift trend. Like shift, we'll say that. Like Maryland, Vermont, Hawaii. I think they may or may not be going to the right, especially with how blue they are. But far near future will not happen. Hawaii, I think mid to far future will actually go red because of minorities, unless something changes. Let's see. Oh yeah, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Minnesota. I heard some suburbs were going left in Minnesota, so I think they can go to the right and they can flip to the right, but I don't know the likelihood that Minnesota would be flipping to the right. Let's see. DC suburbs shifted heavily to the right. in Virginia. New Mexico, Colorado, Illinois, Oregon, Washington, California. Yeah, states which are like looking pretty good for the Republicans in the far future. If the trends keep going. California, especially. New Mexico, if Hispanics keep shifting right, and it's tough for Colorado because it's Hispanics and Latinos and all of them heavily Hispanic state in Colorado, but they have been trending to the left. But our D+11 isn't too blue. I think overall I'd say Colorado's trending to the left. DC for sure. I don't think we'll ever go to the right unless some sort of massive party shift happens. Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. Heavily to the left. Actually, heavily to the right was where it's been trending. Because I think states of interest for the near future, let's see, New York, would have to be like New Jersey, especially. Near future. I think mid future. We'll just finish up Maine real quick. Okay, so mid future, I'd say for Republicans, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, those areas, especially Delaware, especially without Biden. Midterm elections and other elections have been getting closer, especially in Delaware. Connecticut, Rhode Island, too. They're not heavily strong Democratic states. Oregon and Washington didn't trend too much to the right. Washington and Utah actually trended not too far to the right at all. I would say, let's see, states for Democrats to gain. If this is the map without like likely or tilt, I would have to say Georgia, Kansas, Nebraska. We'll just make that winner take all. I think that it's so much easier. Utah. Still not at. Still not blue winning. Which is nuts. Heck. North Carolina. What states can Democrats win? Okay, that 274 though. That's exactly what we wanted. Heck, we could give them like these states because they're so red and rural already. If they urbanize in the far future, maybe Democrats can win this or win those seats. All right, let's see. So, I guess near future for this is gonna be so bad for Democrats. Near future, New York, New Jersey, Illinois, New Mexico, Virginia, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Maine. We'll make that winner take all too because it's easier. Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Delaware. Gosh, Democrats are I'm so sorry, Democrats. This was not your election. There's been so many. I'm so sorry. Oh, especially with the electoral counts, like coming up, projections. Texas and Florida gaining by a lot. California losing. New York losing. Bunch of states losing. Past election, Census Bureau designation was sort of wrong, which is super unfortunate. They actually underperformed. They underestimated Republicans' electoral votes, making it more competitive, which I think was on purpose. Pretty sure probably was on purpose. Very much in the vein of like Arizona's fraud voting system. But yeah, I could go into each of these states. I would say there's one state that I've been watching. I'm a Californian. I'm in a red part in California. We did not trend as far to the right as I was hoping, but we still shifted to the right. But we'll have to see the electoral future of that state. Yeah. Let's see. I was looking at Lake County, right there, and Imperial County. They were counting votes for like 2 weeks to a month. And when they went to the right, I was like, yes, let's go! Orange County, D+3, should have been to the right. Did not go to the right. Super unfortunate, but while it did shift and trend to the right, didn't flip, which is not super fun at all. Let's see. We could. Oh, they cheated in the else too. Except YouTube might not like it that I say that, so I have to say election shenanigans. Okay. Yeah, Trump swept all of the red states, of course. All of the almost red states, all of the competitive states. Got really close to New Hampshire for not really going there at all. And New Jersey too. I only had like one rally. One rally in New Jersey. And it's D+6. If that's not a scary thing, then I don't know what is. Senate, California actually was more red. Orange County flips. More red than presidential California. Montana, I knew Montana and Ohio were going to like go to the right. And I also, in my prediction as well, I didn't post it. You could probably tell. This is one of the first videos. But I did say Wisconsin would flip, but if I was like, there's going to be at least one Rust Belt seat that flips. And this is Pennsylvania. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Texas, R+8. Florida, barely less than Trump. Arizona, Nevada, and Wisconsin, Michigan makes sense. Sort of unfortunate, makes sense though. Senate was actually pretty good. Could have been way better. Could have flipped Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan. Let's see. California. Steve Garvey. Dang, he didn't run an amazing campaign being in California. He did not come to our county. He did not. Man, we have some bad candidates in California. We have some bad party leadership. It's super unfortunate. House. Barely have the House majority. And let's see. Gotta charge. Probably just edit this out. I may or may not need a new laptop for this. But alright. I'm back. I'm charging, and I think it's gonna last. Okay. I think we can resume. So yeah, Pennsylvania, 2 seats flipped to the right. Michigan, 1 seat flipped to the right. California, 3 seats went to the left. Colorado, super close. And Alaska, super close. Went to the right as well. Oregon, 1 went to the left. They had some election shenanigans going on in California. Went straight to the left. Super unfortunate that they have to cheat their way to win all the time. Makes sense, I guess. Illegal immigrants, of course. They really want their votes. Yeah, they should have won. They definitely should have had these seats and had a stronger majority. I said 220 to 225, and I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. And I was right. I could have a whole video of how I was right. But yeah, 220, super correct. I predicted 220 to 225. Senate, I was right on the Senate number and on the states that flipped, all but Pennsylvania. I think that's a pretty good track record. Because dang, the Rust Belt states were super close. President, I was right again. I did say Trump was going to win the popular vote. I was right, not by a lot. I think I said by about maybe from 0 to 1, and that's like one to 2. So I did pretty good. I said Trump would win the electoral vote. I was right. Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin literally went to the right. So I was right there as well. Let's see. I guess one caveat a little bit. I did say Michigan I was very toss up on that. Because if we're going by margins, Arizona, I was thinking lean. Let's see. Lean for North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania. No. Wisconsin was a lean. Pennsylvania was a tilt. Tilt to lean. And Michigan would be the pure toss up. I said that as tilt R. I was right. On which state to flip. If we're going by let's see. If we're going by margins, Georgia was a lean right because tilt 0 to 1, lean 1 to 5, likely 5 to 10. Arizona's wrong, likely overperformed my own expectations. I that's one of the things that it's good to be wrong about. Nevada, yeah, I was right about that. I don't know what I said for Pennsylvania. It was either tilt or lean, but Pennsylvania I was right about. Um, well, if I said tilt, I would have been wrong, but another one that would be good to be wrong. Wisconsin lean. Wisconsin surprised me, but it might have been the suburbs of a few of the counties down there. But one of the ones where it's not good to be wrong. But they did cheat a little bit in Madison. It's super close to just being a 1 point win. I think that was a pretty good prediction, especially in 2016 and 2020 being more red than the other three Rust Belt states. So I was pretty correct there. And then Michigan, they overperformed my expectations. I was wrong, but that's a good one to be wrong about. Dang. So my first real election prediction where I was right and I was being careful with everything. I guess he was right about all of it. If I were to say like trends wise, I would have been like, oh, Colorado would trend to the left, Utah, Nebraska, Kansas, Alaska, South Carolina. I would have said that they would probably trend and shift to the left, of course. Yeah, guess we're at 30 now. 28. We'll probably wrap it up, I think, but not yet. There's one more thing I wanted to see, and that was it. I knew I missed something. I'm so sorry, Democrats. This is the map. This is your map if you don't change. Like, if Democrats go further to the left, they alienate everybody else in the middle, but they have to change. And they're stubborn enough to where I don't think they'll go to the right, but I pray that they do. God willing. I pray. I've been praying that they come to their senses. Because now they're like, oh, these, man, that CEO killer. They're like, oh, what's morally right? This guy's morally right for killing someone. That is not morally right. You should not be doing that. But, yeah. Let's see. We'll see if there's anything to wrap up on. If they go more conservative, because people are saying that or theorizing that the South, because they're more like racially aware, and like they're because they were like the racists, quote unquote, before, especially like being a part of the Confederate States, and now they're like trying to actively go against what they were known for. So yeah, I thought South Carolina would trend to the left. I was super wrong. But yeah, could make the whole South liberal. At least that part of this. You guys still don't win. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry for the other side, man. Alright. I'm gonna end this now. I feel bad for I feel bad for them. Okay. I'm gonna end it now. If I go on any further, I'm gonna like be laughing my butt off. Yeah, so this is right on center. I don't have a catchphrase yet. I don't have a slogan yet. But I'd say, go right on down there. This is the center where anybody's allowed to be here. Conservative, liberal, moderate, whoever, whatever, wherever, whatever, why ever, however. Just, this is a center right for you. Literally, I'm right of center. You're gonna come onto this account and be like, right on! This is the center! And, yeah. Like and subscribe. I said that a little weird. Like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, of course, family, people around you, people that are like similar to you, not similar to you. Get this out here. Get this out to you and your people. No catchphrase, no slogan. So, I'll say this. Right on.